Get a Grip on Lighting's back, and it's just Michael and Greg today, and we're going to have a conversation about something that I think is pretty interesting, and I think it relates to the lighting industry. So we'll see how it goes. But before Greg and Michael get into that conversation, we got to talk to you about one of Nailed's most unique members, and that's Louvers International. Just placed an order with them, Greg. LOUVERSINTL.com, Greg Ehrich, Louvers International. Interesting company. Tell us a little bit about them from your end.
Well, it is an interesting company. Yeah, you think louvers, okay, I'm thinking louvers, lenses. Sure, they have that, and they're the leader in that. If you need anything lens, louver related, Louvers International. Leaders in replacement and OEM plastic lenses, but they also have turnkey LED fixtures and custom retrofits for both indoor and outdoor. They have some very unique stuff that you guys need to check out. And that's something that, I see a lot of people have, hey, here's my product, it matches everyone else's. Louvers does stuff a little different. Back to the old days when you had those custom kits to get everything done right.
Sure.
Louvers is going to help you with that.
I've been to their factory.
Devin, talk to Derek.
Down in Chicago. So interesting. That's what we're going to call them. So interesting. It is an interesting company, Louvers International. So go to LOUVERSINTL.com. That's louversinternational.com. Of course, Louvers is a proud member of the National Association of Innovative Lighting Distributors. Convention coming up in September, Greg Ehrich. We got committees. We're rocking. We're rolling. Our membership drive has been growing great. I think it's 7 members already in 2023. That's a hot number, man. We're going to keep it rolling. Thanks to Aaron at the Nailed office. Go to NAILD.org. All right, Greg Ehrich. I know that for 2023, we've pulled Restoring Darkness is on its own network. It doesn't go on the Get a Grip on Lighting network anymore. Lighting Controls podcast is on its own network. It doesn't go on the Get a Grip on Lighting feed anymore. So they're off. And so people are saying, well, why don't you do a little bit more of the Lighthead stuff? Go back. You've put a lot of other people on your network, and they've had a lot of space, and I think we want more Michael and Greg. And, it's funny to hear that from people. You hear these different things, and it's like, we got a lot of listeners, and sometimes they just want to hear you and I talk. So here's my beef. If you follow us a lot, this is more of a little bit of a business blast than a Lighthead online video show. So it's going to be a little bit. So I have a pet peeve. Okay?
You?
Me.
One? Just one.
3. So
3.
These kinds of people really bother me because, at the end of the day, Greg Ehrich, all we have is time. Okay?
That's right.
And I'm not going to use the S word, but the S word goes in front of this word. We're going to call them poop talkers, right?
Okay.
S star number sign T talkers, right? Bucket listers and tire kickers. If you're one of these types of people, Greg Ehrich, so now what is an S talker or a poop talker? That's somebody that's always talking about what they're going to do, but never does anything, right?
Okay.
Big talker, right? Yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, okay? What's a tire kicker? Well, a tire kicker wastes even more of your time, okay? By going down and kicking the tires of the car and hemming and hawing about it, but never doing anything, right?
Yep.
And then you got the bucket lister. And the bucket lister is probably the worst of all. Because the bucket lister, now look at me when I'm talking to you, Greg Ehrich. The bucket lister.
I'm writing this down.
You're writing it down. Okay. The bucket lister does something once and then blows it off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I checked that box and now I'm bored and I'm moving on. Okay? And I think this industry is filled with poop talkers, bucket listers, and tire kickers. About everything, man. When it comes to everything in this industry. It's a bunch of poop talkers, tire kickers, and bucket listers. Am I crazy or what, brother?
I think you're onto something. I don't know if everyone, but it maybe disproportionate is what you're saying. There's more of those than there's not.
Yes. There's so much talk.
Yeah.
Most of it's for me.
No, there is a lot of talk, and that's what's funny. Like I think about different I'm not going to throw the manufacturer reps under the bus, but a little bit to some degree, right? It's come in. Hey, here's a hot new product, and here's what we're pushing. Here's what we're doing, and I've got one guy in mind that I've kind of worked with over the years, and it's like the hot new item, the hot ticket, and then a year later he moves to the next company. Oh, that was crap. here's the next thing. Here's the right thing.
Yeah.
And then now he's on to auto lighting. Like I did lighting. I've got something more exciting that's coming out that I think is going to take off. So yeah, I'm just going to keep bouncing and finding the new thing and saying it's hot, over talking it, no action on it, and then I'll just leave when I don't want to do it anymore. And
Yeah.
it's up to you now. That
Yeah.
happens all the time. It's happened,
Yes.
a lot more frequently in the last 10 years than the previous 10. But yes.
I don't know what it is. It's like, it's almost as if, whether it's lighting or maybe it's all industry now, whether, people like to talk about the great things they're going to do and all the projects and the plans they have, and they just rather talk about it because they don't want to fail. I don't know if that's it. They're afraid of failing. You know what I mean?
Or working hard at it.
Or
That's
yeah,
probably part of it too.
or the actual grunt work of it. And
Yeah.
but I mean, like it's really unbelievable. I've had so many examples in the last 6 months of the deadly triad, the time wasters, that can't commit to anything. It's
And I'm wondering, you're like somebody could be all three.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They can rotate
Okay.
through. They can rotate through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
That's
Well,
what
like
that's when I was writing them down.
if a poop
Yeah.
talker becomes a bucket lister, that's a major move for that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Right?
for sure.
And also, you got to remember, because I'm not allowed to say the S word anymore. I remembered, Scott, just for Scott. No more S words. So, but I mean, the poop talking doesn't just start with and end with business plans or starting a podcast or, doing something great and exciting. It also is kind of like a way to, what's the right term that I'm looking for? It's like bull poop or bull crap baffles brains, right? So,
Okay.
you have the lighting industry, right, with critical infrastructure turning purple, okay,
Yeah.
and failures all over the place, and incentive programs that basically cause you to rip every single fixture out of every ceiling, okay?
Okay.
But everybody's talking about climate change or how many women they've hired in the last 6 months. Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or diversity, equity, and inclusion. Yay! Right? Oh, hang on, you got purple lights all over the country. Oh yeah, but look at how diverse our workforce is. It's like, hello.
Right.
And that's part of that whole crap talking nonsense. It's like, yeah, okay, great. That's good. But what about the purple lights industry, lighting industry? Is anybody from the lighting industry speaking about this? Is anybody talking to the state governments and the federal government in the United States about our critical infrastructure and whether or not it's safe? No.
And I'd like to that purple light example. We've talked about it before, and it was in my area, Minneapolis. You know what? I went ice fishing in Winnipeg, and I flew in purple lights in
Yeah.
Winnipeg, man.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, they're everywhere. It's everywhere. Canada, U.S., all of it, and yeah, I don't hear if there's any action taking place. We've had some NAILD members that said, "Hey, I'm
Yeah.
fixing it,"
Yeah.
in their market on the East Coast, and
Yeah.
they're taking care of it. But how about the company that did it? What are they doing about it?
Head firmly in the sand, baby. Stick that head right in the
Bury it.
sand. You know what the problem with
Right.
having your head in the sand is, eh?
What's that?
It's a great way to get a bum rush going, right? Because now you got your bum up in the air. Like that's where this
Yeah.
industry is right now. It's getting bum rushed. I'm serious. I don't know if I'm completely offside on this podcast right now, but come on,
No.
somebody in this industry. It can't be me, folks. It needs to never mind knock heads together. We need to start pulling heads out of the sand all over the place. People are talking about fancy schmancy lighting control systems and how the lighting is going to be the basis of the connected world. Oh yeah, why don't you stop them from going purple first, okay, buddy?
Yes.
Like,
Start
why don't you
there.
make a light fixture that works? And then we can start talking about all your great plans that you have and everything else, right? How we're going to take over everything, and that, all the lighting controls. I mean, this is, listen, all of it is poop talking. That's what it is. And, I don't know how we get rid of it. I'm saying everything. I can do everything I can. I got to go back. Nobody pays me to be the leader of the lighting industry. Tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to take something, someone, a group. It's going to be a group that has to step up and stop it. Stop the nonsense. Because you're right. When you say those three terms, I keep thinking of different examples. I'm like, oh yeah, totally. Everything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We're gonna tackle sustainability this year. No, no, climate change. I meant. No, I mean,
which one?
no, I'm talking lighting controls. No, the lights are purple. Woo, I forget about that. I don't know what that's about. And and then you got people. The other thing is like, and I'm just gonna say it. You both can come on this show and tell us what the hell's going on with the two of you. But you got like the lighting news agencies right now, okay? And they're going at it like, like at plagiarism and the copyright. Like, what about the purple lights, guys?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What about the purple
Yeah.
lights? Nobody cares. In the lighting industry? Where is everybody? I don't know what to say, Greg. So that's my beef of the day.
Hiding in the stand. Pull the heads out.
Pull the heads out. Stop talking crap. Stop tire kit. Yeah, we're gonna do something about that. The life. Oh, no. What were you gonna do about the lights? The light fixtures that don't work that were supposed to last 20 years. Oh, you're gonna change your name of the company. Okay.
That might do it.
Yeah. Or we're gonna go bankrupt. Like we're just gonna close the company, or we're gonna change the name. Like this industry is just so really pathetic at this point, in my opinion. The rebates are at it, like totally whacked out. I had a job today, Ehrich, okay? And I know I'm just blabbing on today, but again, I'm sitting in front of the client, okay? It's a low-end medical building. You know what I'm talking about? One office is like a pharmacy in the lobby. In the basement, they got the radiologist where you get your x-ray, and there's dentists and doctors, and all. The building is full of dentists, doctors, physiotherapists, all sort of stuff, right? Beautiful, beautiful. 1,251 4-foot 2x4 4-lamp T8 fixtures. 175 2x2s. You know what I mean? Another 165 1x4s. 220 par 38s. Right? Beautiful, right?
Nice
Beautiful.
project,
Yeah, baby. I got the deal. We're in there. I'm telling them, look, you can go with the, you can just replace the lamps and even go bypass and then, whatever, and you're good to go. Or you can change the fixtures and get a massive rebate. Like massive rebate.
Cover almost cheaper than the tubes, probably, right?
Yeah, it makes
a significant portion.
Yeah. No increase in energy savings. Okay. Right? And we're going to create, instead of maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 4-foot skids of waste mercury lights, we're going to create giant bins of waste now. You know what I'm saying? Like giant bins. And then within the next 5 or 10 years, we're going to create another 10 or 15 giant bins of waste at this building.
You're right.
Like, what the hell is going on in lighting, Ehrich?
It's out of control. That's what's going on. You need to hone it back in somehow, someday.
Listen, man.
Bucket list. They're thinking about it.
Bucket listers. Hey, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to send an anonymous letter to my senator. Yeah, I did something about it. You know what I mean? Right. Oh, hey, you know what? We're going to talk about it at the conference. Yeah, the purple lights. Ooh, that was too bad. Ooh, hide under there. Good thing that company's bankrupt or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just no one's responsible. Nobody's put the rebate up. Come on. What are you talking about, these rebates? It's a joke. The final point, okay? Can I make one more? I know I'm supposed to keep it to 15 minutes. We're coming in on 15 minutes here. Okay? One more. All right? The elimination of the engineered rebate, basically across the board. Okay? Remember, you used to have to think about it? You used to have to go count all the lights. You're going to eliminate a couple rows of lights. You could get fancy smancy. And the more energy efficient and the better your lighting system was, the bigger the rebate was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the old days.
It's opposite now because what I look at is I say, okay, if I do that troffer, it's $30. If I increase it 5 watts, it's $35. I'm going to increase it 5 watts to get that extra $5, same price. The total opposite effect of what it should be. Total opposite.
Right? I got one more just to throw in the stupidity mix here, okay? You ready? With the poop talkers and the bucket listers and the tire kickers and big talkers, right? Oh, even that's another one. Big talkers, right? We're going to save the environment. We're going to save climate change. Yeah, the world's too hot. So we're going to make mercury lights illegal across the board in California or Oregon or whatever. Like, what are you doing, buddy? Like, what are you doing? I know we've talked about it before, but it's just like, this is just so ridiculous. The lighting industry, where is the leadership? Lighting industry. You want it to be me, Colligan, and Ehrich? What are we going to do? We have little tiny stores in Minnesota and Ontario. We sell light bulbs. That's all we do. Where are the big talkers, the big shooters, the CEOs of the businesses, manufacturers, the other organizations? Let's go, buddy. This is critical infrastructure. This matters. And if you actually want to help the environment, then we need the voice of people that actually know something about lighting, actually know how it used to work. Somehow, 10 years ago, you got a higher rebate if the lighting system after the project saved more energy. You got a bigger rebate. Now, you get a bigger rebate as long as some stupid accreditation agency's QPL list is involved.
Right. Crazy.
Devin and Derek, that one's for you. Down at Louvers International. Go to LOUVERSINTL.com. So interesting. Interesting company. Check them out. Down in Chicago, of course, the National Association of Innovative Lighting Distributors. That's NAILD.org. Hey, membership drive is on. Hey, well, everybody's coming in hot, joining us. I wonder why. Go to NAILD.org, baby. And remember, this is the official podcast of the National Association of Innovative Lighting Distributors. But I don't speak for them. They got their own president, Jeff Nafous. He's a great guy. Go to NAILD.org. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.